Heading out on the desert again. Might try to see what I can come up with in a new spot or something. Not sure if I'm going to do that or not, just because I started 2.5 hours earlier today heading out, so so that'll help quite a bit, but still we're in the time of year when it gets dark sooner, so leaving the farming area here, we're getting more towards the desert. It becomes more and more barren as we go along here. So right out through there is the last farm, and we hit the desert. Well, I'm kind of taking a chance here, I guess. I had to make a choice of 3 different roads I could take, and 2 of them I've been to that area a number of times, and so I was like, well, I just want to go somewhere a little different. So this is Cedar Mountain, and last spring I camped up on top of there several times. I don't know. We'll see what we got to do here. I've only got about an hour, I think, before the sun goes down. Well, it's just after 7 o'clock p.m. and I drove up this cool canyon. You can only drive so far, and might be kind of cool to explore tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. There's some places right ahead of me where I pulled in here. A couple of spots would be nice to hang my hammock. According to the weather, temperature should get down to 21 degrees or so tonight. Well, all this stuff is pretty moist. Been driving through mud puddles and all kind of stuff out here, so I'm going to take a couple little things of fat wood here. And then I'll just arrange some twigs over that little spot right there. It may not be the prettiest thing, but bottom line is if it works, that's what matters. I piled all this wood in the pit here. Then I jumped in on it and smashed it down so that everything's a little closer together. Well, I believe it's going to be a success. Took a few minutes while it was starting. I do, like I've often showed on here, just gathering some more stuff and getting it ready to go on there while I'm waiting for the fire to catch. So I shoveled me out a little keyhole in the sand here and put some rocks right there. So this will be my cooking area. I can keep my regular fire back there, move some coals up under here, and put my cast iron on before doing my cooking. Well, here goes the liver. I've been just piddling around a little bit. Well, not exactly piddling around. Posting a little bit of some stuff on Instagram. Kind of mix up a little egg, I guess. Pepper up the flour nicely there. Add a little bit of coarse sea salt here. And I probably just cook a couple pieces maybe. Okay, so get some egg on both sides of that thing there. And we'll have to clean up the back of my Tahoe here. Yeah. I don't know how many. Oh, there's a. Well, I don't know. Well, I'll do a couple pieces like this. Hope I'm not grossing you out. I know there's some people don't really care for liver much. So, but I've always liked it. Okay. Put that in there. Yeah, if you don't like this, fast forward for a couple minutes. In fact, probably in the video, all right, let's make this happen. Check on this. I put this little tin on here just to help. It's getting pretty chilly out here. The night air is cooling right off rapidly here. Oh, look at that. That's looking nice. Oh, look at that. That is just like perfect. There's some liver. Cooking up some liver. A lot of people don't like it, but I love it. It's great. Haven't had any for about a year. Well, there we go. Give it a shot. On a cold night. That is so good. I have plenty of iron in my system after this, right? Well, it's about midnight. I guess I should put up my hammock here. This old gnarly tree right here. I think I'll hang one end of my hammock in there. And then this tree over here. I'll hang the other end over here, kind of up in some of that stuff there. I might wind up trimming out a branch or two here. But I just grabbed my multicam poncho, so I'm going to use that one. I haven't used that for a little while. So let's get her started here. Well, you just put any kind of little weight on your Dyneema cord or your parachute cord, whatever you're using to drop through here, and then do a little shake, let gravity pull the thing through there. Very simple. And you'll see it comes out the other end here, and at that point we just pull that little loop off of there, and we got it. Just like that right there. And you just pull the free end through the loop. And we're making a gathered in hammock. So what we do is gather the end. So I get it up there snug. Alright, I'm hung up between my trees. Give it a little sit down. I like to be about this height right here. come up squared off at the knees. That's a good height to get in and out, to put your shoes on, all that sort of thing. Awesome. All right. Well, especially since the temperature's going down to 20, the beast will be going in. Absolutely. Absolutely be using the beast. That's nice. That gives me some width, some room to lay. Wrap slightly up around me with that thick foam pad. I'll grab my Osney narrow blanket. I think I put this in here and I don't even think I put this in here in videos and I don't even tell people what it is. And it's got snaps down one side, so you can, it just kind of helps it hold in place. You know, so if you're kicking around at night, you got to get in, get out, or whatever, the blanket is still aligned up and down like you want it. It's still in place. Even if you flip one side out of the hammock, you just grab it and flip it back in because it is attached to one side. So that way you're not having to worry about losing it or readjusting it. Yeah, so all I do is I just take these snaps on the Osney narrow blanket, and they're double-sided. Female on one side, male on the other, just to give you a little flexibility in how you use them and what you snap them to and all that sort of thing. So I am ready to go here now. So here's my camp. Does it look lonely and barren and barren waste or whatever? I don't know. It's actually pretty nice though. I like it. Sometime I lived in the east for a long time, and out in the east, there's so many trees you can't see very far. This is kind of the opposite here. You can see all over the place. There's hardly anything blocking your view. So yeah, it's beautiful in a different way. I got up this morning, I was doing a few things and thought I got to go up on top of this ridge up here and see what's on the other side, And I saw what was there and I thought, oh, there's a higher place up here. So I'll see what's over there, and then there's a higher place up there, so I'll see what's up there. So I did all that, and then now I'm back here. I'm going to cook breakfast on my Coleman stove because I got a lot of stuff I want to do, and I don't want to take the time for a fire right now. This is my cooking situation today. I didn't feel like cooking over the fire because I'm in a hurry. So I stacked up my boxes, put my stove up there, cooked right there, and it was good enough. Well, I'm going to collect me a little bit of pine sap. I've got a little bit here. Let's go collecting, right? Let's go collecting. I'll show you how it's done. Sometimes I wonder how these piñons even live. They get so much sap. Where it was dripping from. Pull that off, break the bark off. There's a nice big lump. If this was gold, I could be rich. So there's a piece that was on some bark. You'll see this right here. That's a big chunk right there. A lot of times you'll see an injury on the tree and then you go down to the ground below, and that's where you'll get the dirt off. And that's where you'll find all your little treasures here. They're just all over here. Look at all these. I mean, Look at this one. That's a monster right there. I think I gathered probably about 10 pounds of pine sap. And I could do some more, but I got other stuff to do today. I'm convinced somebody could take a 5-gallon bucket. This area right here, you could probably fill it in less than an hour without any problem. That's just what you're dedicated to doing. You could tear it up. So there's my sleeping quarters last night. It was there was a thick frost on everything when I went to bed last night. I crawled in there, blanket over me, the beast under me. Good to go. Slept like a log. Simple Dyneema cord with the little hammock suspension key on it. One on each end. You can see it a little bit over here. There we are right there. Pretty crude right now, prototypes. But I got somebody working on a run of these hammock suspension keys, plasma cut and everything, tumbled and all that. We'll see how that turns out. Maybe I'll have a few to sell initially before some point we'll do a CNC run or something like that. But well, get my blankets stuffed in here. Everything kind of packed up. I was going to stay here and go exploring around here and come back this afternoon, but I hiked around this morning before breakfast and I discovered that what I thought I was going to find out here is not out here, so I'm not gonna waste my time messing with it. Get up and I'm gonna go to another spot. Now this is how I usually roll my beast up if I've been using it inside a hammock. And I just drop the hammock to the ground, and then I just roll the beast up on top of it, and it helps it roll up a little cleaner. Just like that. Give her a cinch on both sides and we got it. Well, I'm off the beaten track here. The road's kind of disappeared a time or two here, but I was able to pick up on it. I just want to see where this brings me out. It's heading in a direction that I like, but I don't know if it gets me far enough to get to an overlook or not. Well, the road's getting a little bit narrower for this big beast. Maybe I should turn around when I get a chance. I don't know. Like it's almost to the edge of big, deep canyon, but I don't know how close it takes me there. Well, we broke out of the rocks and trees and the side hills, twisty turny stuff, into a big open grassy valley. We're getting close to the place I want to be, but I don't know if it'll get us there or not. This thing isn't on the map. I don't know where the heck I'm at. Well, I've got a bit of a wash on a very tight turn right there. I gotta go up. I think I can get around it. Hope all this is worth it. Well, so we got a number of tight places I've had to squeeze through and get through and all that sort of thing. I had a wash to get through where I was afraid my front and back bumpers would hit at the same time, but made it through it. So that's good. The road is getting less and less well defined here. But we'll just see where it takes us. It's an adventure. It's an adventure, I'll tell you what. Well, the road's blocked, so I can't come along any further very easily. So I don't know, I might be making a bad decision. It's happened before. But it doesn't look like it's too far from here to where there's an overlook down into the San Rafael River gorge. So I thought, well, I'll just hike a little bit, see if it looks like I get pretty close fairly soon, then we'll call it good. These valleys up here are pretty much all like this one. They're framed by cliffs, and getting closer here. Well, I'm climbing now. Came across those valleys with just some ups and downs. Now got some stuff here getting up over onto this ridge up here. I don't know what I'm going to find. Hope I find something good. If not, at least it's exercise. Well, come along here. I'm hoping this gets somewhere. I'm trusting my gut. I got a lot of gut to trust. But I don't know, most of these roads I've followed in the past that are kind of unmarked. Usually if they're kind of going in a direction, they usually lead to some kind of a scenic overlook or some kind of destination like that. So I'm just trusting that's the case, because there's really no other reason for this road, you know what I mean? So, oh yeah, we're getting into it here. Holy cow, here we are. Thought I'd have to go a little bit further, but hopefully with the sun angle I can get a good picture here. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that right there. Is that not spectacular? Pretty nice. Pretty nice. It's almost like being in an airplane up here. I believe we're about 2,000 feet down to the valley floor from here. Try to angle my camera a little. Hopefully we can avoid some sun, but look at all those peaks and cliffs and valleys, and oh my gosh, and that's the San Rafael River right over there, running down the bottom of there. Time for a little snack now that I'm up here. Man, this is spectacular. I love it. I was beginning to wonder whether I'd find anything out here or not. I thought I had a little ways farther to go, and all of a sudden, bam, here I am. Oh my gosh. I've been all over down in the bottom of there too. It's crazy. Well, it was a bit of a hike, but well worth it. Man, that was a stunning view. Suddenly come in, as I got up on there, bam, there it is. Looking over it, across the valley to Assembly Hall Peak, and Oh my gosh, it's stunning. The only bad thing is the time of the day, the sun, all that doesn't exactly make for premium pictures. So, you know, I don't know how the pictures and video will turn out. I guess we'll just have to see when I get back to the computer. But nonetheless, I had a good time. Well, you can see from my tire tracks driving in here that this road, this trail, whatever it is, this trail is made for ATVs, not for full-size vehicles. 'Cause I'm about 1.5 feet too big.